Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to solve the next problem in the series 30 Days of JavaScript. So the next problem is Debounce from the section promises and time. Let's get started. So given a function fn and a time in milliseconds, so you can observe the function is taking two parameters, function and time in milliseconds. So we have to return a debounced version. What is debounced? So we can observe here a function whose execution is delayed by t milliseconds. Basically we have to delay the function execution by t milliseconds and whose execution is cancelled if it is called again within the window of time. So if you call second time and if it is within this given delay, so we have to cancel the first execution. So the function should also receive the passed parameters. So here you can observe it is taking the parameters. So for example, let's say given t 50 milliseconds and the function was called at different intervals 30 milliseconds, 60 and 100. Okay, here they are saying the first two function calls would be cancelled. These two function calls would be cancelled and third function call would be executed at 150 milliseconds. So let us try to understand this example. So the delay is 50 milliseconds. First function call at a 30 milliseconds. Here 30 plus we have to delay for 50. So this gives 80. So after 80 milliseconds we get the result. The next function call is at 60 milliseconds. So the 60 is within this 80 seconds time period. If second time you call the function within the window of time, so the function execution should get cancelled. So this gets cancelled because 60 milliseconds is within 80 milliseconds. So at 60 milliseconds again we have to re-evaluate. So 60 plus 50. So this gives us 110 milliseconds. After this you get the result. Now if you observe here, third function call is at 100 milliseconds. Again 100 is even within this 110 milliseconds, right? So due to that reason, so this will also get cancelled. So at 100 milliseconds, so 100 is within this 110 milliseconds. So because of this, as per the rule, we have to cancel it. Now from 100 we have to delay by 50, so you will have 150 milliseconds. So at this time you get the final result. So let's try to implement this in code. Let us take the first function call at 30 seconds. What happens is, so we have to delay the function execution by 50 milliseconds. So in JavaScript we can delay by using set timeout. So I will make use of it. So this takes a callback function. Second parameter would be the time to delay. Okay, so now we have to execute the function and we have to take the arguments like this. So now this is fine. So at 30 milliseconds, so we are delaying for 50 milliseconds. So by the time we reach 80 milliseconds, so we get the function result. Now the second function call is happening at 60 milliseconds. How do you know that there is already a function set timeout is there, and how do you cancel that? So in order to handle that case, we have to create a variable and store this set timeout in a, so I will take timeout ref as a variable. Once the execution is completed, so we have to clear the timeout. To this clear timeout function, we have to pass this variable. So this is fine. So once you set a delay, so after this delay you are executing the function and also you are clearing the timeout. For the second call, again if you call this set timeout, the old one, we don't have any access to the old reference. Because of that, we can make use of a closure section. So here I will move the declaration of the variable towards outer function. So we can declare the variable here. You can remove this declaration here. Using closure, so we can access the outer function variable into the inner function. So this is a inner function, right? And we can able to access the outer function variables. So when first time it is called, so the set timeout reference is stored in this variable. Our outer function remembers the timeout reference. Now when second time if you are calling, so even before 80 milliseconds we have timeout still left. So after 80 milliseconds only the timeout gets cleared off. Here I will add a condition check. If we have a timeout reference still existed, so what I will do, I will clear the timeout reference here. So at 60, so we have a timeout reference already, right? Because of that, we will remove that. What will happen is the set timeout, which is already set in the future, gets cancelled. So we are actually canceling the function execution, so which is the set in future, and for the 60 milliseconds we are again setting a timeout. So this is the code. So let us try to run the problem. So let's submit. Alright, so this gets accepted. Okay, so that's all about the problem. I hope it is helpful. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or how we can improve this problem. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Until then, I will see you next time.